Captain Tarek Morgan had been told many things about Earth through his years in the United Galactic Coalition fleet. Most of them were warnings. Humans are unpredictable. Humans are wild. Humans are Deathworlders. That blue planet is where impossible things happen. He'd always thought they were exaggerations, until 3 days ago, his cruiser Vigilant. Dawn had been ambushed on the edge of the Zora Nebula by a pirate king who wielded stolen tech no one should possess. The battle was brutal. They barely escaped by skipping through a collapsing FTL corridor, but the damage was catastrophic. Core drives cracked, shield arrays burned out, hull integrity barely holding, and the nearest friendly facility, Earth, the one place the Coalition never wanted alien military ships showing up unannounced. "Captain," chirped the ship's AI, Solace, with urgency in her tone. "We must land within 8 hours or structural failure is certain." 8 hours. No choice. Tarek exhaled slowly, set course for Earth. Begin emergency contact. Protocols. The bridge crew exchanged nervous looks. No one wanted to knock on the house of the galaxy's most dangerous apex species, but they had nowhere else to go. As they limped toward the blue planet, communications arrays crackling. A message finally came through, a woman's voice, firm and calm. "Vessel Vigilant Dawn, this is Earth Defense Command. Station Aegis, you appear heavily damaged. State your needs and prepare for escort. Not prepare for inspection. Not state your intent or be fired upon. Just state your needs. Humans, always unexpected. We require repairs." Tarek replied. "Minimal repairs, temporary." There was a pause, then a laugh. "Captain, if Earth repairs your ship, it will come out better than new." Escort inbound. That wasn't reassuring. Within minutes, 3 sleek human war frigates arrived, dead silent in the void, as if space bent around them. Tarek swallowed. The legends might be true. Middle. The Deathworld hospitality suite they docked at Earth Orbital Fortress. Horizon G5. A facility large enough to house several cities, bristling with defense weaponry, and windows filled with greenery like a floating biome. As the crew stepped into the docking bay, they froze. Humans were waiting at the end of the ramp. Not soldiers, technicians, engineers. And, was that a coffee cart? A cheerful woman in an orange jumpsuit waved. "Repairs will take approximately 3 days," she said. "Feel free to use our lounges, medical centers, and cafes. Coffee is free for visitors." Lieutenant Vara, a crystalline-skinned alien whose species reacted badly to caffeine, stared at the steaming cups like they were grenades. "What? Is coffee?" she asked cautiously. The engineer's grin widened. "The most important substance in the galaxy." Commander Hesh, a hulking reptilian warrior, sniffed the air, and tears formed. "Is that cinnamon?" Humans. Terrifying, generous chaos. Tarek cleared his throat. "We can pay," the engineer waved him off. "You defended refugees in the Zora Nebula last cycle." Humanity doesn't forget things like that. Tarek blinked. How did Earth know about that mission? "Come on," she motioned. "The Admiral wants to talk and eat." "Have you ever tried pancakes?" Hesh rushed forward like a charging war beast. "Take me to these pancakes." Tarek had never seen his stoic commander sprint for food. The Admiral of approachable Doom Admiral Rachel Sung waited in a circular briefing chamber. White table, soft chairs, windows overlooking half the planet. Not a weapon in sight, which made her more intimidating. Her stare pierced like a beam through armor plating, but her first words were startling. "Sorry you had to come here injured." "That shouldn't have happened." She gestured to a holomap of the Zora Nebula. Red marks indicated ambush sites. "We've been tracking that pirate king," she continued. "He's stolen tech from at least 6 civilizations. And he's targeting humanitarian ships now. Unacceptable." Her fist tightened. Tarek felt something shift. Humans weren't just reacting. They were already planning action. "You came for repairs," Sung said. "But I think you deserve better than limping back into danger." Tarek's brow furrowed. "Meaning?" The lights dimmed, and a blue projection blossomed over the table. His ship, but different. Armor plates reinforced with shimmering particle shielding. Weapon pods doubled. Engines reconfigured from the ground up. "This upgrade model triples your reactor efficiency," Sung explained. "Shields regenerate mid-combat. We also fixed every flaw in your original design." Tarek was speechless. We only asked for temporary. She cut him off. You risk your lives protecting the weak. Humans respect that, so we give you strength. Then she smiled, a polite, friendly smile. It was more terrifying than any threat. The Coffee Revelation repair bays swarmed with human engineers. The vigilant Dawn shed damaged plates and gained gleaming new hybrid metals. Alien tech and human ingenuity blended seamlessly. Meanwhile, Tarek and his officers rested in the station's hospitality deck. Vara tried coffee. Vara loved coffee. She discovered mocha. She became a hazard. Captain, she said, vibrating slightly. I have seen the universe. I am the universe. Hesh found a gym filled with humans training under crushing gravity, doing exercises that would liquefy most species. They welcomed him like a long-lost comrade. He wept with joy as they handed him a protein shake. Solace, the ship AI, received software upgrades directly from human cyber operators. She returned to the bridge, humming and giggling. I can feel Earth's internet, she whispered. It is memes. So many memes. Tarek feared for them all, but for the first time in days, maybe years, he felt safe. Earth valued life. Even alien life, especially alien life that protected others. The warning. 3 days into repairs, alarms blared through the fortress, red lights strobed. Gravity shifted. Shields powered up. Hostile fleet inbound. Tarek rushed to the briefing room where Admiral Sung was already watching the screens. It was the Pirate King. 20 ships. Mass accelerators charged. He'd followed them here. He'd followed them. To Earth. Evacuate us, Tarek urged. We will lead him away. Admiral Sung chuckled. Captain. Look out that window. Earth's fleets were mobilizing. Not 20 ships. Not 50. Hundreds. Planetary defense cannons unfurled like metal titans awakening. Carriers launched squadrons of fighters, silent and bright like falling stars rising upward. This is humanity's home, Sung said. No one chases prey here. The pirate fleet fired the first barrage. Almost lazily, Earth's shields absorbed everything. Sung nodded once. Return fire. A single beam, a straight lance of white-hot light, lanced across millions of kilometers. Half the pirate fleet vaporized instantly. Tarek's jaw dropped. By the moons. You could have fought the war alone. The Admiral's expression hardened. We could, but we're not alone. And neither are you, she turned to him. Captain Morgan, want to help deliver the message? Tarek stood taller. Yes, Admiral. The dawn rises again. The vigilant dawn launched, no longer broken but reborn. Engines roared like thunder forged from starlight. New weapons thrummed with controlled fury. Solace sang through every circuit. Vara hummed and bounced at her station, still caffeinated. Hesh strapped into a new war harness built to his. Specifications. Tarek gripped the command. Rails. All hands. Let's show the galaxy what a repaired ship from Earth can do. They accelerated. Toward the remaining pirates, flanking the massive Earth fleet with precision. The pirates panicked. Impossible, they broadcast. That ship was dead. Tarek smiled grimly. You should never underestimate the kindness of humans. They unleashed their upgraded weapons, coherent. Plasma spikes that shredded hulls like cloth. Earth's forces. Pincer maneuvered the remaining ships, disabling engines, capturing survivors. Within minutes, it was over. No retreat. No mercy for those who preyed on the helpless. And allies made of steel and coffee back on the station. Admiral Sung greeted Tarek with a crisp salute. You didn't have to fight, she said. No, he agreed. But you showed us what allies do. She extended a hand. Humanity stands with those who stand for others. Tarek took her hand firmly. And we with you. Sung nodded and motioned to the viewport. A new sight filled the stars. Full human war fleet preparing to depart. We're taking the fight to what remains of the Pirate Lord's territory, she declared. With your lead, your crew will guide our forces through that nebula. You know every ambush point now. Tarek felt a fierce, bright pride. It would be an honor. And then, Sung handed him a sealed container. Inside were hundreds of vacuum-sealed packs. Coffee. For diplomatic morale support, she said with a wink. Vara gasped. I am ascending, Hesh bowed solemnly. This is the greatest gift my people have ever witnessed. Solace's avatar flickered beside them. "Captain," she whispered, "never leave Earth. Their Wi-Fi is divine." Tarek laughed, a real, unburdened laugh he had not felt in years. As the Vigilant Dawn took formation next to Earth's unstoppable armada, he whispered words that would soon become legend. "We came to Earth for repairs, but we are leaving with upgrades, coffee, and the strongest allies in the galaxy." Humanity wasn't just dangerous, they were terrifyingly generous, and the galaxy would never be the same. Real war, after years of skirmishes, patrol missions, and defensive stands, now burned across the Zora Nebula. Captain Tarek Morgan stood on the bridge of the Vigilant Dawn, no longer limping or wounded. Every surface gleamed, every console hummed with new power, every heart aboard beat with purpose, and in front of them, humanity's war armada, a steel ocean filling the stars, carriers like moving cities, frigates hidden in stealth cloaks, dreadnoughts so massive they warped light, and even they parted formation to make room. For the dawn, Admiral Rachel Sung appeared on the command holofeed. "Captain?" The Pirate King fled deeper into the nebula. "He thinks he can hide in dark space where sensors falter." Her eyes hardened. "He's wrong," Tarek nodded. "We know his traps. We'll guide the fleets." Vara, still slightly caffeinated, saluted with such intensity the coffee splashed from her cup in midair. Solace, the AI, flickered onto the main screen, voice resonant. "I have computed 56 possible ambush zones based on historical flight paths and memes about pirate behavior." Tarek decided not to question that. The Admiral pointed forward. "Lead the hunt. Humanity follows." For the first time in his life, the Vigilant Dawn led a war into the nebula's teeth. The Zora Nebula was a graveyard of starships, floating, wreckage drifting through crimson gas clouds like dead leviathans. Hesh grunted as the ship brushed past the remains of an ancient cruiser. "Pirates leave bones." "Behind," he growled. Time they learned respect. Solace dimmed the lights. Stealth mode engaged. "Enjoy your dramatic ambiance," Vera shivered. "Too dramatic." But the tension was real. The Pirate King was desperate, cornered, and desperate enemies were the most dangerous. Tarek leaned forward, all hands, eyes sharp. "He knows we're coming." Hesh cracked his knuckles. "Good. Let him know we're not afraid." A trap with fangs, the nebula thickened. Sensors flickered, then, ping! Multiple signatures bloomed behind drifting debris. "Ambush!" Vara shouted. Pirate ships decloaked, hundreds, forming a jagged crescent around them. Radio chatter erupted. "You should have died in deep space, Captain Morgan." "Earth is weak! They hide behind shields." "Your fleet will burn." Tarek smiled coldly. "Solace? Patch me to all channels." He stood tall, shoulders squared, voice like thunder. "You made one mistake. Pirate. You followed us to Earth." Solace cut the channel. Then Earth answered. The void exploded. Human dreadnought beams sliced through pirate lines, carving molten arcs. Fighters swarmed like angry stars, shredding engines and weapons. The pirates never stood a chance. But the Pirate King had one final card, his flagship, a monstrous vessel, welded from stolen tech, charged a superweapon. A black sphere of devouring. Energy formed at its center. Solace analyzed in milliseconds. "Captain, that weapon destabilizes space-time. If fired, the entire nebula collapses into a singularity." Hesh stared. "Why would anyone build that?" Vara jittered. "Humans?" "No," Tarek replied. "Humans use weapons that stop wars. And this thing? It would be the death of all." The human gamble Admiral Sung hailed them once more. "Captain Morgan, we can't risk firing heavy ordnance. The chain reaction would destroy us all." Tarek understood. They needed a surgical strike, and they had the only ship small, enough to slip through defenses. Hesh bared sharp teeth in a smile. "Permission to be reckless." Tarek grinned back. "Recklessness is now standard protocol." He pointed toward the impossible. "All engines, forward. Take us right into the monster's mouth." The Vigilant Dawn dove. Pirate interceptors swarmed. Solace fired precision plasma shots, and Earth fighters covered their flank, carving a path through fire and chaos. Vera's fingers flew across her console. Energy spikes nearing critical. "If that weapon fires, it won't," Tarek assured. He didn't know. He simply refused to accept any other outcome. Boarding the beast, the Vigilant Dawn rammed into the Pirate King's Flagship, locking clamps digging into the hull. Hesh led the boarding team. Tarek followed, pistol and determination ready. They charged through smoke-filled corridors, steam and alarms echoing like screams. Pirate elites rushed them, claws and plasma blades raised. Hesh crushed through them like a living battering ram. Vara shot with alarming accuracy, possibly from excessive coffee. Finally, they reached the core chamber. The Pirate King stood before the crackling singularity reactor, tall, armored in jagged plating, a helmet sculpted like a skull. "You brought Earth doom," he hissed. "You bring them all here." He activated the weapon. Sirens wailed. The sphere ballooned outward. Tarek fired, shots deflecting off an energy shield. Vara yelled, "The only way to stop it is to remove the stabilizer core." Hesh roared and charged the Pirate King. They clashed in a storm of sparks and fury. Solace flickered into the chamber's hollow projector. "Captain, if we pull the stabilizer, we must be outside the blast radius within 1 minute." 1 minute? Vara squeaked. "That's not enough time to run." Tarek drew his blade. "Then we won't run." He slashed upward, cutting the cables that fed the reactor's growth. The Pirate King snarled, lunging. Hesh slammed him against the reactor pillar. Armor cracked, bone splintered, and then Vara ripped the stabilizer core free. The sphere shrank violently, and the countdown began. Escape. Through a dying star, the vigilant Dawn disengaged just as the flagship began collapsing inward, folding like metal paper into a hungry void. "Go." "Go, go!" Solace screamed. Engines bellowed. "Gravity!" Flipped end over end. Hull plates buckled as space-time twisted. Tarek held the rail with one hand and his crew with the other. "Come on, you can do it." The singularity erupted behind them, a shockwave like creation's first breath, and they soared out of the nebula's edge in a blaze of white fire. Silence. Stars returned. They were alive. The Pirate King's end on the command screen. Admiral Sung stood with arms folded. "You survived," she said. Voice calm, but eyes full of admiration. Tarek saluted. "The Pirate King is gone." His weapon destroyed, she exhaled, relief and pride in one breath. "Humanity owes you a debt." "No," Tarek replied. "We owe you." Without Earth, he looked at his crew, exhausted, bruised, triumphant. "We would have been ghosts in the dark, a home not of birth, but of choice." 3 weeks later, the galaxy was different. Humanity's intervention sent a clear message. Those who preyed on the weak would face Earth's full justice, and those who protected life would never stand alone again. The coalition officially recognized Earth as a primary defense power. With Tarek as key liaison, the vigilant Dawn docked once more at Horizon G5, this time not for repairs, but for celebration. Hesh was given a medal shaped like a protein bar. He cried openly. Vara was gifted a lifetime supply of coffee. Her tearful scream echoed through the station. "I am become energy." Solace gained official diplomatic AI status and unlimited meme access, and Tarek? Admiral Sung approached with 2 small boxes. "One is your official commendation," she said, "and the other?" She handed him a card. "Permanent VIP access. Earth cafes and coffee breweries." Tarek actually staggered. "Admiral, this is too much." "Captain," she said with a rare soft smile, "ships can be repaired. Hearts cannot, but coffee helps." He laughed, a deep, proud laugh. She extended a hand once more. "Humanity stands with you, Tarek Morgan." He clasped her hand. "And we with you." A new command, as the night sky shimmered above Earth's horizon. Tarek returned to his bridge. But something was new, something huge. Outside the windows, a fleet waited, not Earth's. His ships from grateful worlds. Refugee armadas joining the fight. Noble warriors seeking justice, all flying the banner of a new coalition. The Dawn Alliance. Solace pulsed with excitement. "We have 314 diplomatic messages requesting membership." Also a meme from Admiral Sung, a cat saying, "We ride at dawn." "I approve," Hesh grunted proudly. Vara cried caffeinated tears. Tarek whispered, "We came to Earth seeking survival. But we found a future." He took his seat. "Set course. We have worlds to protect." The stars opened before them, a path carved by human courage and alien hope, and the vigilant Dawn soared once more.